Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing good and had a great long weekend. I'm making this video to introduce you to the concepts for Module 1 that are covered in the second week. So in this week, we will be talking about your digital identity and how it works, especially in context of social media and how it can influence your personal and professional life. Along with that, you will be working on creating your e-portfolios. Let's go ahead and take a look at Canvas, and I will walk you through each of these assignments and the video material for this week. The assignments are still due on the coming Sunday. The three assignments that are due are your digital identity map that will actually help you in your digital identity assignment in terms of what social media you use and how it impacts your professional portrait. Along with that, you will work on creating your e-portfolios, which will include all the work that we will cover in the entire semester. You'd have a platform to showcase all that work in form of an e-portfolio. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and look at the assignments in Canvas. All right, let's begin. So if you go to your module 1, you see that the assignments that are due this week are the in-class digital identity mapping activity that you are completing online. The second one is the digital identity assignment. These two are related to each other. I'll tell you in a second how. And then the e-portfolio assignment. So let's talk about digital identity first. I want you all to start by going to the reading and video option here and go through all of these resources, especially about spend like 5-10 minutes watching this TED talk and try to relate to it and see how it makes you feel. Because after watching this TED talk, whatever you will learn or take from it will reflect in your assignment. So, after going through or skimming through these readings for the week and looking at this TED talk, I want you to start by creating your digital identity map. There are two ways you can do this, and I'm not penalizing you for either way you choose to do your digital identity mapping assignment, which is this one. So, for those of you who are online, you're finishing this assignment online. But for those of you who were in class, we were supposed to do it in class. But since we had the Labor Day holiday, you're all working on this online. But we will discuss this in our upcoming class too. So, there is this document that shows you a map of your digital identity. And the purpose of this map basically is to help you see what your digital footprint looks like the kind of things you share on social media or other online platforms. Along with that, what platforms do you use or have an influence on your digital identity profile? So, one way to fill it is to put in logos of the social media platform on which you write or talk or share, for example, a blog post or a Facebook status update or an image on Instagram or things like that. So, you can put your logos in here, or you can write expressions in terms of like what I say. For example, if I was filling this out, I would say like I share posts related to educational innovation and traveling through the national parks in the US, things like that. So you will fill all of this out. For example, avatar, like what represents me, like what kind of avatars or what kind of images I use as my representation. Like, for example, on LinkedIn, I have a professional image. On my Facebook, I have an image that shows me and my family and my like pets. So things like that. So this basically is something that is for personally for you to help you understand how your digital footprint is created through various platforms and in terms of what you share and how you use your digital identity or your social media profiles. Also, like in terms of purchases, this is a part of your digital identity, such as you use online platforms like Facebook Marketplace or Amazon to buy things, or what kind of things you buy. Like, for example, I'm buying a lot of electronics online. So these are the categories that you can share, or you can put in logos here for Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, other online platforms that you use. So both ways are fine for me. You can use either text or images. So after you finish this assignment, this shouldn't take you more than like 30 minutes because you're just reflecting and adding this information here. So the next assignment, which is one of the major assignment this week, in our week 2 is your digital identity assignment. This is where all the things will come together. In this assignment, there are two parts. Part 1, you just answer these questions after looking through these readings. I try to include readings that are more interactive and easy to read, not a lot of text, not like a 20-page article. So just try to skim through them, and they help you build a perspective. And then answer these questions in however much detail you want to, because answering this question is basically helping you reflect on how you use social media and how the use of the social media can impact your professional life, not just related to education, but related to any professional career you have, like in advertising, marketing, as a sports major, and others. The second part is one of the most important, I would say, to help you begin or creating a professional portrait. Because you'd see on LinkedIn or even on your resumes, you have a small paragraph or the purpose statement, how some people call it, where you share or try to sell yourself in a few words. So I want you to read through this one. This is an example, and create one for yourself on how you would portray a professional image to, let's say, a potential employer, or if you're applying for grad school, or for like your undergrad, or for a class or something, or an internship. How would you sell yourself or your skills through one paragraph or in a few lines? So try to write it as detailed and as focused on your skills as you can, portraying your strong point, like things that you are good at, or why somebody should hire you. You should sell your abilities or your skills through this one page or one paragraph, portrait. After that, you'd answer these questions as well. All of this can be in one Word document that you can upload for this assignment. All right, so this would wrap up our discussion around digital identity. The next item that is important for us, because we will be working on these e-portfolios throughout the semester. So let's get into it. So you are creating two websites. You're not coding anything, you're using an online platform such as a Google site or Wix to create these. It's your choice to use either of the platform. I recommend using Google Sites, and that's the site I built the tutorials on. But if you want to use Wix, the tutorial should apply to both of them. So you're creating two different sites. Please note that there are two different sites called a student portfolio and a course portfolio. And these are the examples of what these sites should look like. So a student portfolio should look something like this. It should have all these pages where you can leave your My Courses page empty, but the rest of the pages need to be filled in. And all the guidelines of what you need to write are given here in terms of word limit and everything. Please make sure that if you're uploading a resume, it is accessible. And then the second one you're creating is this one, the course portfolio. It has these pages. All these pages need to be left blank right now because these are all related to each module. But you have to create the pages themselves and link these two profiles, the two portfolios. So I know this is a lot of information to take in, so we will try to attempt it step by step. And here are some sample e-portfolios from previous students that you can look at for reference. And you can also go to the rubric to tell you exactly how you would be graded for this assignment. So let's get ourselves familiar with Google Sites first. So if you log into Google Sites, this is what it should look like. It should allow you to create a blank site or pick out a template. I normally go with a blank site. Once a site is created, it would pop up down here. So when you create site, this is basically a platform where you can display static information. So you can add pages, as many pages as you want. We need to add these 5 pages here, 6 pages, and these pages for this one. So for each page, you will click on this plus button and you can add, let's say I'm adding an images page. Once you click done, the page is added. Now, the important things that I want you to remember: never share this link up here when you're submitting your assignment. This is the link to the site that you're editing. And this does not mean anything. When I will click on it, it will not open, and you will get a 0 because the link is not opening. So I want you to publish your site, and by clicking on publish, you can give your site any name you want. It will show as site.google.com/view/ whatever name you want to give it. Let's say I want to call it ABC's ABC portfolio. Then it will show you if it is available or not. And then you can request the public search engines not to display. I do not want to check this, so leave it open and click publish. Now, once your site is published, you can either copy the published link from here, or you can click here and go to view published site. Now, this is the link that you would want to submit, because this is the link to a published public site that people can click on and view. So this is the link that you're submitting for each of these sites. So you're simply creating this site, which is the course portfolio, and this one, which is the student portfolio, and you're submitting them both. These both sites need to be linked to each other, and I will show you that how. So on your My Courses page, you will list your courses on the ones that you have taken or are taking right now. I will not penalize you if you don't list all your courses, but the least you have to do is write your EME2040 and link it here. So these two sites should link. So for example, this is right here. If I click on it, it should open my EME2040. Now, how to create this link? So let's say this is our add a page that is called My Courses. Right. Now, on this page, I want to link my EME2040 site to it. So I will add text, call it EME2040 Introduction to Educational Technology. Now, right now this is just text. To make it into a link, first you need to have this course site created. Let's say this was my course site. So this is Muhammad's course site. So if you are linking it, you will have your own site, and use the published link, not the edited link, the published link, copy it, and then go back to the site we were working on. Now select this text, and once you select it, this menu will pop up on top. Here is the option to insert link. You click on insert link and you click paste here, and the link should paste for the course site. And then once you click apply, this will turn into a link. Do not forget to publish every time you make any change, because the changes do not publish automatically. Now that I have published, I can go and view my published site, and you see that this isn't turned into a link. Now I can click on it and it will take me to my course portfolio. So, two things we have learned so far that you need to remember: how to create a link, how to add all the pages, and how to publish the site. Publishing the site is very important, and you have to submit a published site link. Now, one other thing that you need to remember: while creating the site, this is my personal Google or Gmail account. So my site automatically is created to be public. But some of you might be using your UFL account, and the site permissions are not set to public. So you have to go back, unpublish your site. Then when you click on publish over here, right now it says who can view my site, and it's set to anyone. But if you are using a UFL Gmail account or any other institute's Gmail account, it will say that only the people from that institute can view it. You will click on manage and change it to anyone. So published site, you select public. In my case, it's already set to public, and then click done, and then publish it again. Because if you're using a UFL ID, only people within UF will be able to view it, and like if you want to share it with an employer who is not affiliated with UF, it might not work. So let's go back to our module. So module 1, we covered the definition in our first week. The second week, which we are in right now, you are learning about digital identity and you're also creating your e-portfolios. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. I try to respond to my emails as soon as I can. Over the weekend, I was away, but I have responded to all the queries this as of this morning. So I will be able to grade your work for week 1 soon. You should have your grades in at max by midnight Thursday. And for those of you who are in class, I will see you on class coming Monday. And for those of you who are online, you can always reach out to me if you need to talk to me over Zoom regarding any of your assignments. So I wish you best of luck with your assignments for this upcoming week, and I hope you all have a great and fun week. Thank you.